So the qualification process for the World Cup of Badges continues today, folks. And I got a double header for you. That's right. We're going to take a little look at two continents coming at you. South America and Oceania. They're coming at you next. That's right, folks, back once again with another football badge ranking video. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button, keep your bang up to date with all things football badges related, Blackburn Rovers related, football when it comes back related, boys and girls. We got it all here. A new one, Ruski, that is right. So, just before we get stuck into it, I want a big shout out to La Patreons. That's right, the illustrious 10, the deadly duo, the deadly 10, that's what we'll call them. Aztec Marky B. Mark, Daniel Mellor, Constable 1976, Mitchell Shonay, Dom Clark, Tom Bushford, Cody Code, John Spurn, Russell Frost, No Code Drinker. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel through these times where there's not much football to talk about. But today we're going to be talking about football badges and also two continents in the process. Now, what makes me so inclined to talk about it? Well, I have actually got another channel out there, boys and girls. It is a Box 500 Productions, where we do logo evolutions and flags. I like countries, I like logos, I like it all. So I've got that going on, and I've been doing that I've actually been doing that on and off. Longer than I've been doing this, so yeah, I like to see I like badges and things like that. So yeah, if you want to go check that channel out, you can actually also see the stuff that I actually do. That's the paid job right down here. Yeah, in another channel. It's called the Penn State Event Teardown Setup. You can check that channel out. I've got some other little time lapses for stuff, but this is what we're all about. All this kind of stuff. I like this, so that makes me the professional. And we are in the tier list system once again. Now, the process we are doing here, we've got 24 nations coming at you in this doubleheader from Oceania and South America. Now, what's going to happen at the end of it, we're going to have a bunch of them, hopefully, in that best of the rest row there. And then from that best of the rest, we're going to break that down even further to put into the elite column, and whoever's in the elite will go into the World Cup qualifying, the draw, which we'll do, I don't know, in about a week, 2 weeks, something like that, live on the channel, and then those groups will then be matched up against each other, and then eventually we'll have maybe the winners from the group or the top two from the group, and they'll go through to the next round. All that kind of stuff will be happening, and you've got to make sure you smash your subscribe, and of course smash the follow button in Twitter, because those are that's the places where the voting will take place, and you can participate in that as well. Also, what makes me what I think is a good looking badge may differ from what you think is a good looking badge, but I am the filter. I am taking out the shit, and then I'm going to leave you with the good stuff. So let's get cracking and have a little look at them. Now, I'm going to come at you in random order. I'm going to start with this bad boy, and we've got a bit of a different background because there's a couple of them that stand out. This is a bit of a shit quality one. I believe this is Bolivia, but I'm going to have to go to the... It is Bolivia, I can confirm. It's got an eagle in there, or a duck, or a goose, or a falcon, or something like that. It's a good-looking animal and all that kind of good stuff. The flag does give it away, but it doesn't say Bolivia on there. Now, I like to see something that's very, very hardcore significant for the country, or the team, or the club involved. And for this, you just wouldn't know. If you just show this to anybody, they wouldn't know who that is. So it's a decent-looking badge. But that's pretty much it. Next up, we have this one. Again, didn't really get the best image here. I think this is Ecuador, and the only reason I know it's Ecuador is because I've had trouble with this because I was working on some Copa America videos before that got postponed. And I had trouble getting the badge. So that's the only reason I know. It's got, again, faint resemblance of the flag and the colours at the back there, yellow, blue and red. And then it has some sort of mesh-up of Ecuador Football Federation, something in there within those letters. So it's clever. It is very, very clever. And it does look cool. It's very, very... It's like it looks like a Transformer face. You know what I mean? Like Decepticons and Autobots or whatever it is. So it does look kind of cool. And yeah, it'd be a nice little brand and all that kind of good stuff. But for me, what I'm looking for in a badge, this doesn't have it. But I'm not going to be that harsh with it. I think it's pretty sharp looking, but that's about it. Now we're going to go down south, Australia way. We're going to look at Cook Islands. Oh yeah, renowned for their football stuff. Now this does say Cook Islands on it, so you know what? You know where that is. But just look at the writing at the bottom there, Football Association. It looks like it's just, you know, just cram the words in there, whatever best you can. Just get them in there. And it does look very basic and very cheap. And unfortunately, again, hey, you know, this is Cook Islands. You know, I don't know how many people they have in Cook Islands, and I'm pretty sure their football ranking in the world is not that high, but... They could do with Fiverr. Go on Fiverr.com, Cook Islands Football Federation, and you could probably get a better flipping thing for $5. Pretty sure of it, but that looks pretty pants. Very pants. In fact, I'm going to put it in the dog shit. Shall I put it in the dog shit? I do like. Hey, I've got nothing against Cook Islands, but that badge does suck. It does suck. Next up, we have one. This is Argentina. Now, I do get mixed up between Argentina and the Uruguay badge. Why? You'll see later when it pops up on the thing. But it's got the 2 stars on it to signify, of course, the 2 World Cup victories. That's the colours of the flag as well in their AFA. It's got everything you need in it. And it's a pretty good looking badge. It's obviously recognisable because it is one of the major football nations in the world. But it doesn't say Argentina on there. You show this to Joe Schmo, who has no idea about football. He wouldn't have a clue. Wouldn't have a clue. So again, we've got 3 in the decent. No one's really step up the mark. Or have they? Here we go. Here's an interesting one. I don't know who it is from the initial look at it. But they're very clever here. It's a cool looking badge. I get you that. It looks like a New York Cosmos or something, or a Formula One thing. And it says very, very cutely down there, Solomon Islands Football Federation, founded in 1979. So it's got all the stuff I like. It's got some stars on there, which maybe are significant for Solomon Islands. It's trendy. I like it. It ticks the boxes. The writing, of course, I like to see that. It could be better distributed, and it could look maybe you should have Solomon Islands down this curve. You can't see my cursor, but I'm sure they could do that much better. But to me, I think it's pretty decent. I'm going to give this the benefit of the doubt and put it in the best of the rest. There's a shot of getting through to the World Cup. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have this bad boy, Kiribati Islands, again out in the Oceania. Now this looks like a window, like you're looking out your window and you see two desert islands with the water and all this. It's definitely unique, but it is a bit cheap. It does look a bit cheap. And I want to like it, and I want to put it through, but I can't. I think it's just a bit. Personally, it's cute, it's quaint, but it's just not good enough. When you've done so many of these over the past, I don't know, a couple of weeks now, this would get ridiculed. This would not go anywhere. So I can't, as much as I want to, for the Kiribati Islands, it's not that good. I'm not going to move it down to the meh. On the grand scheme of things, with everything considered, it is meh. Next up, another poor one here. This is Peru. I do like the flag being inside it, and I do like the alternating colours between the F and the P and the F, and the how they flip flop between everything there. So it's nice, but really, there's no effort in there. Really, let's just put the flag in there, put our initials in there. Job done. Let's move on to the more important things about where's my cup of coffee. Next up, we have Chile, and that's right, Chile. This looks like something out of Texas. It's got the star in the middle. Got the colours. It's clean. It's very, very crisp. There's nothing wrong with this one. I think it's pretty good, but is it that good? Is it that good to go through and represent South America in the World Cup? I don't think so. I think we need at least a couple South American representatives, but that is not gonna do. It might not do it. In fact, I'm gonna have to. Because I'm doubting who is actually going to go through for the South American badges. I'm a little bit worried. Next up, we have this one. Now, this one looks cool. This one does look cool. It's Fiji. It has a significant Fiji thing on it. I don't know what it is, but it does scream out Fiji. It's clean. And again, I think we've hit a jackpot here with this one. This one, I like the look of this one. Got the football in there. Fiji Football Association. This is a winner chicken dinner, and I like it. I like it a lot. You're going to go join your mucker, the Solomon Islands, into at least consideration. Next up, we have probably one of the most famous badges in world football. It is Brazil. Now, again, like Argentina, you know what? You're a very good nation at the football thing. You've got the stars to prove it. 5 stars for Brazil now. Again, very recognisable badge. But I picked someone out of random in the street who's never seen football, and I said, you know what, Sunshine? I'll give you a clue. What country is this bad boy from? And they wouldn't have a Scooby-Doo. They would not have a clue. Really. But I know, you guys know. It's obviously very iconic, and I don't want to, but I can't just put it in there. It's the same with the Germany and all that. There are iconic badges that if you know football, you know it. But if you don't, you don't. So, unfortunately, it's just going to go into the decent column. Next up, we have Paraguay. Now, this one, it could be very similar to that of Chile, but I think it lacks a little bit of character here. I'm looking at them both here to see, you know what, can I sit in the same seat and grant this one through. I love Paraguay. Santa Cruz was one of my favourite players for Blackburn Rovers. But this badge, it ticks a lot of the boxes, but unfortunately, I think it's going a little bit too cheap and not much going on. Just as Paraguay has the flag on there, it's got the star APF. I just don't like the font. I think the font's a little bit boring, a little bit plain, and to be honest with you, it doesn't scream quality for me. Now here we go. Here is Uruguay, and as you can tell, it does look like Argentina when you first instantly look. It has A in there, and F in there. Has sort of the similar sort of colours in there, but again, it doesn't say Uruguay. It has 4 stars on there. I know they've won the World Cup twice. Maybe that's something to do with Copa America. I don't know. It has 2 vines on the right hand side and left hand side. Again, it's traditional, it's old school, and it's a good looking badge. But you know what? I can't put them through. It's decent. It is decent. Next up, we have this one. This is Venezuela. Now, this one is boring as well. It's just like Peru. Pretty much just probably from the same guy. Don't like it. Has the colours. Did I say Venezuela? It is Venezuela. Yep, I had to check it as well. So this one's pants. This one is garbage. Straight away. Next up, we have Vanuatu, out in the Oceania territory. Again, it must have gone to the same place as the Cook Islands. Hey, I've got a good badge for you. Just take the Cook Islands one, and then just, do a couple of different colours. You know what? It'd be perfect. But this one is absolutely shit as well. They need to go to fiverr.com and get themselves a new logo, because it is very cheap. I'll do it, even though I suck at it. I would probably do a better job than these two down there at the bottom there. Next up, we have Tonga. Oh yeah, this one's got a bit of class to it. But it's got a bit of class, but it lacks more than that, though. I can't push this one through. Has a dove on there with something in its mouth, maybe the same similar sort of branches that are on the left and the side of it, and has the word Tonga and the name Tonga written on there. It does look a bit cheap, though, doesn't it? It says the name, which I'm not just going to put it through because it says the name, but I'm not going to put it through anyway. I just think it lacks a little bit of character. I think you could do much better than that. Next up, we have this one. Don't know what this one is. I'm going to say Solomon Islands, and I have no idea. I have no TNFA. No idea who that is. I have no clue. And on that note, I'm not even going to waste my oxygen on that one because I just don't know. Don't know. So you're shit. You're absolute shit. Got no clue who you are. Next up, this one smells like a winner. Already. It's Tahiti. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love it. It's got a boat in there with maybe some Tahiti fellows on there in the sunshine, in the ocean. Tahiti. It's got it written on there. This one's going. I'm telling you now, this one's going to the World Cup. I'm not even gonna. I'll put it up here for now, but it's already there. It's there at the World Cup. Tahiti is going to the Badge World Cup. Can they be joined by this one, Papua New Guinea? I know it's Papua New Guinea because of the abbreviation PNGFA. Has a shape of what I believe is an island. It could be a phoenix. I don't know, but it does look a bit naff, doesn't it? It does look a bit cheap. Is it as cheap? Yeah, I think I'm going to put it down here with these guys. These are the cheap budget ones. Next up, we have this guy. This one's cute. Wrecking the studio here. It's got a dolphin on it, which is unusual. It is New Islands, NIUE Islands. Can you confirm? I don't know what that is. New Islands. It's got a dolphin on there. I like it, but I just don't know who the heck it is. It says soccer as well. That's a negative. With a dolphin, it's cute and quaint. And when I first saw it, I thought, I want this to go through, but I can't. I'm going to put them down there. Next up, we have the all whites. That's right. This is the main reason why the backdrop is grey. So we can see this one. This is New Zealand football. It's got the feather or the leaf or whatever it is. I know there's a New Zealander out there watching. I know he is. But what is it? Is it a feather? Is it a leaf? But anyway, obviously the rugby boys have it a white version of this. The football team have it in black. It's good though, isn't it? It's iconic. It says the name on there. We have a lot of Oceania representatives so far. This one's going to be in the mix as well. I'm going to put him in there. I'm not saying he's going to the World Cup just yet, but he's in the hunt. Next up, we have this bad boy. Again, I'm wrecking the studio. I'm grabbing the wrong things here. We've got this guy. I think this is New Caledonia. Yes, it is. Says on there, Federation Caledonian on there. It's got an eagle's head. It's got a football. It's a very good, clever little football. And again, this one meets the criteria. I think it's got potential to make it through to the World Cup. I think the lacking of colour does concern me a little bit, but it's got everything you need on it. It's got everything you need on it. I'm very disappointed with South America at the moment. Not much going on. We have this one as well, American Samoa. It's wide. It's a wide boy. It's a wide boy. Don't like it though. It's too wide. I don't like wide badges. I think they're more harm than good. It's clever. It's nice though, but it's not terrible. I'm gonna put it down here in the meh column. So Samoa, I wanted to like you, but no. We're into the final couple here, and this one looks very, very good. It's American Samoa. This does look an American kind of badge. Says football on there though. Has a drum. Has some other stuff, and it's leaning kind of sideways. Goodness me, these guys are clever. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Oh goodness, when you look across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6 now for Oceania. They may suck at the old footballs, but they know what to do with their badges. Well, some of them do anyway. And then we're going to wrap it up with Colombia. Now this one's going to go through. I'm just going to go through. Give them a little bit of a shot here. It's got the colours of the flag. It's got the football. It's got the word Colombia in there. Ticks a lot of the boxes. And you know what? I think that's a good enough one. Good enough reasoning to put them through. So, in fact, I'm going to scooch them down here. So all on one line. And then just give me a second while I rejig it. And then I'll bring in the elite column. Okay, folks, so here is the elite row. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to try and push 4 through. And I already know Tahiti is going through. That I think that was my favorite already. And I also like, I'm going to put at least one South American team in there. And I'm going to go with Colombia. Colombia is going to go through at least. Obviously, the New Zealand thing is good, but unfortunately, I'm not going to put them through. Next up, the Fiji one. I want to like it. I really do, but I don't think it's going to go through. So that, it's quaint and it is. And I'm going to push the American Samoa one up there. That's very, very good. I like that one. And one more now. Now I'm torn. The Solomon Islands one, the writing is too tiny. It is too tiny. So I'm left with New Caledonia and Chile. Should I just stick them both in there? I'm going to stick at least Chile in there. That's going to go through. And New Caledonia can go in there as well. No, it's not. No, I'm not. I'm just going to put the 4 in there. 2 from each. So those are the representatives for the South American nations and Oceania. Tahiti and American Samoa will represent Oceania, whereas Chile and Colombia, with their simple but effective badges, are good enough to go through and represent the continent of South America. Do you agree or disagree, folks? Give me your thoughts and opinions in your comment section down below, and I'll if you argue it hard enough, and there's a lot of thumbs up on there. For example, if you like the dolphin one, you think, you know what, the dolphin one does deserve to be in there. Or if you can tell me the significance of, I don't know, the Papua New Guinea stuff. What is that? Is that an animal? I don't know. Argue your case. I'll read the comments. Of course I do. I'll read them all. And then if it's good enough and it gets a lot of thumbs up, and then I may make a wild card entrance to the World Cup. I don't even know how many nations and clubs and things there are. I don't even know if I should open it up to NHL and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, that is it. Be sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up. Smash subscribe if you're new. We'll do another one tomorrow. I think we're going to go to Asia. So make sure you check that sucker out. Until then, though, give this video some love and smash the thumbs up. Check out the description. Be sure to smash the subscribe, and of course follow me on Twitter. Those are the 2 places where you can participate in the voting process, and it is going to be a bit intricate, but hopefully you'll be able to take part. And of course, check out the Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way besides your viewership. That's the way to go. Until then, boys and girls, I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Till then, I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.